Hey there, Patriots fans. Tom Downey here with an update for you guys on Jonnu Smith, with training camp less than a week away from getting going for the Patriots veterans, at least. The update is that Jonnu Smith is expected to be ready to go in time for training camp. That's a very positive development for New England. To recap here, Smith had a hamstring injury suffered at his first practice at minicamp, did not return after it, and this came after he skipped voluntary practices for the Patriots. So we haven't seen much of him, at least in a Patriots uniform. Now, again, camp begins on the 27th, and they're counting on Smith to play a big-time role for this team this season. Last year, remember the Tennessee Titans, of course, 41 catches, that was it on the lower end, almost 11 yards per catch, and was a red zone machine. 8 touchdowns, by the way, which is certainly impactful for a team that, in theory, will lean heavily on Smith given what they have at receiver. Now, in general, I am of the mindset that this Patriots team is going to use a ton of two tight end looks. That should not come as a surprise to anybody. Yeah, they went out and they added, Kendrick Bourne, and they added Nelson Aguilar to make the receiving core better, but their big-time moves in free agency were really at the tight end spot. Not only did they add Jonnu Smith, they also signed Hunter Henry. So with a Patriots team that wants to run the football, more so than most teams, they're kind of zagging while everyone else zigs, the Patriots are going to lean on both Smith and Hunter Henry as well. I think they will run, if not the most, right, top 2, top 3, at worst top 5 tight end or 2 tight end sets in the NFL. Now, these players are different. Both, I think, are pretty much consensus top 10 tight ends, which we'll get to more in depth in a second, which is a kind of a weird list. But Hunter Henry, a little bit more volume last year for the Chargers, right? 60 grabs compared to Jonnu Smith's 41. More yards, 613, but he also had fewer touchdowns and a worse average. Both of these players, I believe, are top 10 tight ends. The order, the placement, that is certainly up for debate. Now, ESPN polled a bunch of coaches, scouts, and executives and said, hey, give us your top 10 or top 15 tight ends. The top 5 wasn't a huge surprise. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, etc. T.J. Hawkins was also on the list, kind of surprisingly. Dallas Goedert was 6th. The 2 Patriots guys, 7 and number 9. Evan Ingram, who sucked last year. I am sorry. I'm right. He was awful. Ask any Giants fan. He was terrible last year. Has no business being number 8. Confused why Zach Ertz is there because he's not the same guy he was in his prime anymore either. But Smith and Henry both fit what a lot of these top 10 tight ends checked off the main box for. Namely, they're young. They're on the rise. There is a bit of a new regime coming in at the tight end position, and the Patriots, when they've got not just one, but 2 of them, between Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry as well. So what is your confidence level, then, in Jonnu Smith being a full go for Week 1? Injuries are a valid concern. I think he's going to be fine. I'm typing 10, but I want to hear from you guys right now in the comments section.